Dave Roberts now available. First question's from Alanna. Go ahead, Alanna.
Dave, there in the ninth inning, 3 straight opposite field singles from the Rockies against Blake Treinen allowed them to take the lead eventually on Nolan Arenado's first hit against you guys this year. What were Treinen's struggles in terms of, in your mind, what were they attributed to?
Well, initially I thought getting behind the Tapia 2-0, then there was an elevated sinker and he just blocked it, which was a good piece of hitting. And then the story was a sinker that was just elevated. He was able to block it and hit it the other way, good piece hitting. And then again, right there with Arenado, it was a slider that was up and didn't get there, didn't have the depth. And so he just slapped it the other way. So Blake, it's going to happen. He's been great all year. But, you know, you got to give credit to those guys for staying on the baseball tonight.
With the way that you guys have come back in the last 2 games, particularly in those later innings, putting on some runs there, what part of you was thinking that you have the bottom of the ninth to do just that?
You know what? I just felt good about it. You know, you always feel good about our guys. You know, it was a well-played game, well-pitched game, both sides. You know, we got beat. And, you know, we can look forward to winning a series tomorrow knowing we didn't beat ourselves and those guys played a clean baseball game.
For whatever reason, German Marquez pitches well here at Dodger Stadium and against the Dodgers. What was he doing tonight to be so effective against you guys offensively?
I mean, it's just the stuff is just elite. It's 97, 98. It's a real plus change. It's a slider that stays in the lane a long time with depth. He gets left and right out. You know, he's their ace over there. So, you know, you got transfer when you face that guy.
Earlier today, you said that Tony Gonsolin is a work in progress. All of the pitching staff is in a work in progress. Overall, what was your perception of his outing tonight? Overall,
really good. Tony, you know, he's always going to compete. I thought the slider was good. I thought the fastball velocity good. The command wasn't good with the fastball. There's a lot of middle. But he and Austin worked really well with the split change. Didn't have that early. Landed the curveball late, but I thought he got into a rhythm there in the last couple innings. But Tony, you know, he continues to grow and get better each outing.
Austin got drilled in that right collarbone area. I'm assuming he's okay. He stayed in the game.
Yeah, he's tough. He's tough. So I don't know. I'm sure he'll get it treated, but I expect he'll be fine.
Okay. Thank you, Dave.
Mm-hmm.
Next question's from Rowan Kavner. Go ahead, Rowan.
Hey, Dave, sticking with Tony, I mean, we talked yesterday about May and the breaking ball and how he was able to work that in, or the slurve. And then it seems like today it was the slider for Tony. Is that a pitch that he's making, I guess, a concerted effort to add a little bit more of?
Yeah, you know, obviously the changeup is his best secondary, but tightening up the slider, and he had some really good sliders to Arenado. Story tonight. The fastball certainly plays, but just kind of having weapons to be tightened up, you know, to get left and right out. If something isn't on point one night, you can still have a secondary to get to. This is a fastball hitting league, and so you got to be able to have something else to keep guys off balance.
Thanks.
Thanks, Doc.
Thanks, guys.
I think so. Tony Gonsolin now available. First question's from Alanna.
Tony, you really incorporated that slider a lot more in this outing. It seems like you're bringing it along quite well in terms of the progress of that pitch. What was your take on how effective that was tonight?
Yeah, I thought early on, with the splitting not really working, the slider was there, so kind of just went to it a little bit more. I thought it was really good today. Looked like it was sharp, and break was a little bit later, so just kind of rolled with it.
Dave had said that he didn't feel the fastball command was as good as he knows that you can command it at times. That a lot of middle tonight. How nice is it though to have the secondary stuff, be able to go to the splitter, go to the slider when the fastball isn't exactly where you want it to be?
It's great. I love to be able to throw off-speed pitches for strikes. Couldn't really find it with the curveball. Threw like one, I think, for a strike. Slider felt like it was there the whole game. Splitter came around at the end, but overall the fastball command wasn't great, but it's always nice to throw strikes with the other stuff.
You've had such a great success of keeping guys off the base paths, and even when they're on there, preventing them from scoring. You have allowed 3 or fewer hits in each one of your starts this year. How pleased are you with the ability to be able to minimize any sort of damage and really not allow guys on the bases anyway?
Yeah, I mean, it's great. It just goes to show, if my stuff is working, I feel like I'm confident when I throw the ball across the plate that either they're going to not hit it or get some soft contact. And then if they do hit it well or anything, I feel like our positioning has been great with, George and Dino doing their research and all that stuff. So it's been awesome to be able to play with the defense behind me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next question's from Rowan Kavner. Go ahead, Rowan.
Hey, Tony, kind of sticking with the slider that was working, do you feel like you're getting a better feel to be able to kind of use that at any point at this time, and to have both pitches, the split change and the slider available as a secondary? How important is it to have both of those going?
Yeah, absolutely. I love throwing the slider. I personally really like throwing it, but I can't argue, throwing the splitter is best pitch, all that stuff. But I personally like to throw the slider a lot. I think it's good. I don't know. It was great to have it there today, and I hope it stays there.
What did it mean to you after the last outing, the 3-inning outing, that the Dodgers stuck with you and said they want you in the rotation as the part of the 5-man rotation going forward?
I mean, it's great. I like to. I had a rough outing in Dallas, but to come out and get my work in between starts and then come out and have a performance like today, it's awesome for me personally, confidence-wise, and hope to continue into the future. And
the swing and miss was way up for you today. Was there kind of anything with the mix, or what do you attribute that to?
I think just making quality pitches. Like you said, the slider was working today. I got probably most of my swing and misses with that pitch in particular, and then once the splitter came around at the end, it got a little bit of swing and miss as well.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Got a question from Bill Plunkett. Go ahead, Bill.
Tony, what was your game plan against Charlie Blackmon, and how difficult did he to pitch to?
I mean, he's a good hitter. I think, like we've already said, the fastball command really wasn't there today, or at least it could be better. And I missed a few balls over the plate to him, and he made me pay. He took a really good swing on that splitter for that home run. I think I could just make some better pitches.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Next question's from Jorge Castillo. Go ahead.
Hey, Tony, are you trying to convince Dave there to stay in the game?
Yeah, absolutely. I started felt good at the end. I wanted to keep on going, so I was hoping he was going to let me roll out there, but ultimately didn't make the decision.
It seems like whenever you pitch at Dodger Stadium now, there's a heat wave. I'm just wondering, how do you stay cool and manage to pitch through that?
Today was a lot better than the last Dodger Stadium outing. I felt like it was really hot during the warm-ups, which is whatever, helped me get loose and all that stuff. Kind of liked it. And then once the game started, I felt like it cooled down. I don't know if it was the night game or, what it was, but had a little ice towel to keep my head cool. And I think overall that helped a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tony.
Thank you.
Blake Treinen now available. First question's from Alanna Rizzo. Go ahead, Alanna.
Like they're in the ninth inning, just death by 1,000 paper cuts, just kind of singled to death there, opposite field. What was the biggest difficulty of hitting your spots against the top three?
Man, I don't know. I think, I had a chance to see briefly. I haven't had a chance to look at everything in depth yet, but I think those first three hitters of that inning did a good job of seeing some pitches up and going the other way. So, I do a better job of executing pitches down in the zone or pitching them in firmer. Things probably end up a little differently, but fell behind at Tapia and gave him a pitch right in the middle of the zone, I guess, and got a ground ball, but you can't control where they put it. Just, make better pitches earlier in the count and, maybe it goes a different way. But at the end of the day, they're good hitters and I should have executed better.
Thanks, Blake.
Next question is from Jorge Castillo. Go ahead.
Like when when you had the kind of success that you had, is it easier to sort of just put this one behind you and kind of just move on?
I mean, I've taken stuff like this pretty hard in the past, early in my career. I think at this point in my career, I've been pretty fortunate to have an open mindset of give myself this evening to process it, be a little ticked off and use it for tomorrow and moving forward. Yeah, it sucks, putting in a lot of hard work and then end up losing because of my performance in the ninth is pretty frustrating. Personal stats, I mean, people can get caught up on those. Yeah, people care about them. I mean, I care, but at the same time, above that is winning. And, we've won a lot, but losing, it sucks. And I hate being a reason for it. And I'm just going to take tonight and process it and see what I have to learn from it and be better next time.
Thank you.
Thanks, Blake. Thanks, everybody.